Hey, it's Raspain with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Fate Core, Cointract Island, episode 9. In the last episode, which is, of course, was just not too long ago for us, the players at GM. It was definitely just a week ago.
Like yesterday, basically?
Yeah, basically yesterday. Our intrepid heroes defeated the genetically engineered guard creature chimera cointractor called the Maw, which was a giant snake, giant octopus, very chameleon cloaking, very fast, very sneaky, very hungry. Was no match for the ingenuity of our heroes, plus a tuna knife, well, tuna sword really, and one cat girl with possibly subliminal assassin training. So we're gonna pick up right after the death of the Maw. Let's see, Felicia is we'll say just cleaning up, like found some paper towels to wipe off the large amount of blood.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And Indy and Aava, you do have a captured cultist. Choppy and Bowie, the Cointractors, are with you. So is Claire. Claire was watching in a hidden corner, but just with her little phone to capture footage of the event. So yeah, you do have access to the tunnels now, at least until the accelerator cultists realize that the tunnels are now safe to travel. Yeah.
Where was that captured accelerator, and how conscious are they right now?
I would say he's back down on the first floor. You're on the second floor of the Drive Mart, remember? But you can Aava, you head downstairs and find the cultist. They're quite they're just coming to, pretty staggered. I don't remember if you had time to tie them up or not, but that's trivial for you to do now. So we'll say you're tying them up right now.
Yeah.
They're pretty helpless. So that's what you do, is secure the prisoner. Indy, what are you doing?
So, okay. I guess everything's like more or less calmed down since we popped the giant fucking snake monster.
Yeah, that's one way of looking at it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Great. Is Felicia turned off? Is she in kill mode still?
I would say, Felicia, you snapped out of your assassin training, whatever you want to call it, indoctrination. So how much do you remember? I'll leave that up to you.
I think she just remembers that she did like a good job, and that everybody's okay now. So
yeah. You do see the nearly I would say the tuna knife is buried in the spine of the creature. So it's like, I can't remember if you cut the head off entirely or not. I mean, the tuna knife is definitely.
Yeah. We should shame that guy.
Yeah. So there's a giant monstrous head on the floor at your feet, and a massive pool of blood, and you're taking several rolls of paper towels to clean yourself off. So that's a bit icky, but other than that, yeah, you feel fine.
Well, I mean, we were just in like vomit body part sewers, so it's probably has nothing to do with me. I'm probably.
Oh yeah, no,
this is coincidental, I think.
Yeah.
So what do you all want to do? It is.
I think.
Just so you know, it's early afternoon on day 2 in terms of time.
Okay. So I think probably Aava's got the right of things. Those fucking accelerators or whatever the fuck they are, are the person of interest at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna kind of oversee what Aava's doing.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna go see if I could find a supply closet somewhere.
Sure.
Are you gonna tie him up in the supply closet?
Absolutely, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Yeah. That's easy.
It's
If you have.
It's gonna throw in there, close the door, and put something in front of it.
They're like hive-mindy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we know at what point they lost consciousness?
Before the thing happened.
Yeah, before you dealt with the cultists before you killed them all, which was not so. That is like maybe somewhere between 5 and 20 minutes ago, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't see the giant fucking thing then.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, they probably did not see you kill them, the monster, especially because it was on the different floor.
So,
which is why I'm trying to just shove them quietly into a supply cabinet and close the door.
Here's what I'm thinking. We should take them out of here first, because if they, if they send out their fucking little pheromones or whatever the hell they got, that's going to attract more of these guys down here, and we don't want that. We don't want to have to deal with that. We want these tunnels nice and clean.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than stuffing them into the, closet we got here, why don't we take them upstairs and toss them into the streets or whatever, so they can get picked up, and then none of those fucking accelerator guys are coming down here messing with our shit.
The streets are on the first floor, not the upstairs.
Yay, first floor, upstairs. Same thing.
Tomato, tomato.
Tomato, tomato.
But we can just throw them out on the street, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so not the supply closet, you're just throwing them outside?
I think it's wiser to get them on the streets, that way that we don't have, like, accelerators sending out their fucking beacons or whatever and getting...
Now, there is a dead cultist, too. You did kill one of them, I think. There were two.
Not as worried about the dead one, I don't think.
Okay. Yeah, you can open the door and toss both of them out on the street. There were roving patrols last time, so you think they'll get picked up pretty soon.
Yeah.
So they will solve. I mean, they do seem pretty organized. So they were probably going to find, like, what happened to the
but we want to
17. Yeah,
we want to put as much time between them figuring out what happened to 16 and 17 and what happened to the fucking snake as possible.
That's fair.
So as soon as they're outside, I'm going to go back upstairs, pull out the radio, radio over to Min. You still there with me?
Yeah.
All right, tunnels are safe. Don't know for how long. I'm sure the accelerators will get wind of it, but you can get people over here now if you're quick.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be down there.
That payment.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What was the payment again? I'm looking.
I didn't write it down.
Min tells you. Well, there's the for payment. It's right there at the Drive Mart. You can get.
I know. I'm just joshing with you. Hey.
The cash box is in the manager's office. And there's a crypto hardware key there, tied to an account.
That's right. All right. Yeah, Indy's gonna be fucking, like, heading straight for that shit.
Okay.
We never actually went through the manager's office.
That is true. Yep. You did not. So
we didn't get a chance to, because there's so much going on.
Yeah. Well, there were cultists. There was a giant monster. It was a lot.
There was a lot happening.
So Indy, go ahead and give me a burglary check to quickly and efficiently find the loot.
Let's see here. That's gonna be a 4.
Okay, yeah. The cat, you get in the manager's office pretty easily. Jimmy opened the door. It's just a standard office door, easily defeatable. Especially when you don't have to be quiet. And a cash box is exactly where you expect. The hardware key is exactly where you expect. You
love to see it.
Yeah. So the cash box has about $10,000 in various currencies. Mostly US dollars though. Yeah.
That's way more valuable than crypto.
Yeah, and the hardware key has however much it has on it. So just someone on their character sheet put on cash box, $10K, and Drive Mart hardware key, crypto hardware key. So that takes you a couple of minutes to do. what are you going to do next?
So I'll give Felicia a chance now.
No. You first.
So okay, so we've got the cash, we've got the cultists figured out, but our ultimate goal is to get to the fucking the resort, Frox. How far does this, like, how close does this tunnel get us to Crocs?
Let's see. Does anybody have investigate as a skill?
Lore? Would lore work? Would Ava's lore work?
Well, that's academic. That's like science and technology. Like this is like planning and strategizing.
Gotcha.
Is the closest thing. I'd also allow notice.
I will make an
or resources. Actually, any one of those skills would work.
Untrained investigate.
Okay.
Okay, so I got a -2.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
You just assumed they went all the way to the resort, like that.
Yeah, these go all the way.
Yeah,
yeah,
they go all the way.
Perfect. Thanks, Ava. So we can just take these tunnels straight there then.
Seems to be.
Excellent. See, this is why we keep you around. In addition to your charming personality.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
All right. So is that the plan? Just to start walking the tunnels now?
Do we want to do that, or do we want to go back for one of our cars with all of our shit in it?
What do you think, Felicia?
I mean, if the tunnels take us right there, then that should be fine, right? I mean, I trust Ava. She knows a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right. So the three of you plus Claire and the Chimera, go back down in the tunnels. And
wait, which Chimera is with us?
Well, yeah, both of them.
Okay.
And Bowie.
That's right.
Yeah, they both lingered on the first floor.
That's right.
Yeah.
A freshly restocked Choppy.
Oh my god, that's right.
Yeah.
Hey, Felicia,
Choppy's got them drinks.
Yeah, if you want your cougar juice, now's the time.
Yeah, and Sploink.
And Sploink.
Love Sploink.
All right.
Nice Sploink.
All right. So the party starts heading south, and you walk. You start walking, and let's see here. You
die.
Who's leading the way? That
me,
person,
probably.
Okay. Give me a notice check to navigate the bet, to not get lost, because there are a lot of tunnels here. Actually,
let me double check what that is. I think that's not terrible. I'm praying.
You know what? Do you want a fate point? Well, actually, what aspects would you have any aspects that would encourage your character to get lost?
Trash to treasure.
Do you want
anything that looks mildly valuable? I can just fucking veer off course.
Okay. Do you want a fate point then?
I do want a fate point.
All right. So you start heading south, but then you one of the side tunnels, you smell. You actually recognize the smell as a very $1,000 bottle of perfume. Like that's the scent. It's incredibly high end. And so you're like, oh, some rich lady left a stash here. So like, you need to go check this out. And so you head off a little off. It's still towards the south. It's still the general direction. You're just taking a little detour.
Right. Yeah.
And it terminates into a staircase, and it says fitness center on it. And that's unfortunately, and you the smell, all of you can smell it now, this perfume smell. And that's unfortunately by the time you realize there is a security camera mounted and you walked into it, like it's cone of vision.
Oh no.
So there's nobody guarded right there, but the fitness center is if you look at the map, right in the middle, next to the security office. So on the pinned messages of the Cointract Island channel. So the sun is coming up there. So whatever is valuable is up in the fitness center. Now, otherwise you could start running, but someone's seen you. But there's no one posted guard right here. So you do have a lead on them. So you have So then the staircase is unlocked. Like you can go straight into the fitness center and see what's up.
Well, I guess we gotta be fast if they already know we're here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks, look alive. Looks like we might have made a wrong turn somewhere. Don't worry though, I'm gonna get us out of this. Just follow my lead, all right?
Okay,
right.
boss, you got it.
All right. So are you like just smash and
Sprinting.
grab? Yeah, sprinting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is athletics. For
right.
everybody.
Got a +3.
I don't know which one was mine and which one was.
You do yours and I'll wait and then do mine.
Okay. All right. I rolled this. I think that nice parser maybe isn't fair.
I got a 0 all told.
Okay. So Ava's up first with a 3.
I also got a 3.
Okay. So you two are neck and neck. And you take the stairs running. You're quickly up them. And you can see in the fitness center it's a large open gym area, but like all the they've put up curtains, or they put up like stuff to so you can't see into the building, but there's lighting. But they put this. There's actually sort of in the middle. There is a huge like pile of like perfume, jewelry, like luxury goods, like expensive handbags. But there is also a lot of candles throughout, and they've actually moved all the fitness equipment so they can have a lot of open space. And there's a lot of like piles of cloth, and there's a large shape moving around in this like very like dimly lit area, large open area. And so the luxury goods are off to the side and they're in more well lit, so you can easily see them. But you can stop and try and figure out what the fuck is going on, or you can act. So Indy, you're leading the way. So what are you doing? Do you want to make a notice check and figure out what's going on, or do you want to like grab some stuff and run?
Oh, we're just grabbing and running.
Okay.
One of the other ones, I know. I just know that they're going to try and notice.
Okay. All right. So you run over and grab it. So give me a will check.
Oh, what? Hold on now. Am I falling for the oldest trick in the book here? That's going to be -1.
All right. So you take a let's see. So you take a 3 mental stress. As the perfume was to also disguise a slight but fungal scent in the air.
God damn it! Is it the fucking accelerators?
There's definitely the accelerators, and guess what's in the middle of this open, very large open area?
Is it the fucking moose
thing?
It is the booster itself.
God damn it!
And so you want to stare into the jewelry and you begin to see fractals in that. So you can take a consequence if you have so 3 mental stress would be enough to probably knock you out if you don't have any points of will. So you can take a minor consequence to absorb 2 of that, or a moderate consequence and absorb all of that.
What would a moderate consequence look like? What's that look like?
Probably intrusive thoughts, like Aava had to deal with it earlier.
I believe the moderate you gave me was visions of the fractal, which I turned into intrusive thoughts and then healed.
Hell yeah. Let me get some of them sick visions.
Okay. Yeah, so you're gonna be stunned for a round as you take that. I'm gonna invoke it for free for this scene to say you're stunned for a round as you look into a gym, and you can see fractals in the glitter of the jewels. At the same instant, Aava, you're rushing forward. Are you also trying to grab loot, or are you also going?
Oh, I absolutely want to see what the fuck is going on in here.
All right, give me a notice check as you hang back a bit and let your eyes adjust to the dark. So go ahead and give me a notice check.
I'm gonna spend a fate point. That's a 2.
All right, with the 2, you can see, those piles of cloth are actually prostrating cultists who are
wow.
Yeah.
You mean prostrating?
Yeah, like really leaning down, yeah. They're worshiping the booster chimera, which is filling the room with fungal spores.
And you said there's candles everywhere, right?
I
know just what to do.
But you also notice one other thing. There are a good number of people tied up around the room edge. They are breathing. They are clearly just a high as fuck on these fungos. Guess how the accelerators make more accelerators? How they recruit people for the cult. So they've clearly kidnapped, grabbed whoever they could from the neighborhood and are subjecting them to the spores until they start singing the glories of fractals and the infinite glories therein. So there's a number of hostages here being brainwashed by the fungus. So setting the room on fire is going to have a lot of collateral damage, which would be really bad for your character. Well, it's going to be a bad scene.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure it's fine. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
So you're still near the tunnel's entrance, so the fungal spores aren't so bad here because there's some ventilation from the tunnel that you don't have to make a will check this round. Next round, Felicia. Well, actually, you took the consequence. So this is the round you're going to be stunned, Indy. Aava, you can act now. What do you see that Indy tried to grab a bunch of the loot and then
all right
is staring into the jeweled necklace. Yeah.
Last session, you will remember that I stuffed my bag full of antifungal spray.
Oh my god, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do is fucking pull out one of those.
Okay.
And basically try and make a path if I can to get to Indy.
Yeah. That's pretty easy. I would say you can use lore to figure out how to saturate the area for maximal dispersion.
Yeah, and ideally without setting it on fire, which was my first plan until you mentioned all of the hostages.
Mm-hmm. All right. So give me a lore check.
That is a 3.
Okay. Yeah, with a 3, you create an antifungal cloud, and you can get to either of you can get to Indy and pull her back. The cultists you can see are slowly getting up. They were not expecting this, and they're high on their own supply too, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So
Felicia, grab Indy.
Yeah. So Felicia, if you give me an athletics check. Actually, I'm going to say it's a physique check to drag Indy to safety.
Oh, that's a 5, easy.
Damn. Yeah, it is easy. You probably the cultists are beginning to rise, but probably all of you should make an athletics check to escape.
Okay, so how?
Yeah, you're back. You're back in control, Indy. You can.
Yeah. So, I'm assuming that the hostages are pretty close to whatever the thing is.
Yeah. They're sort of in the booster chimera. The fungal moose is in the center of the room along with the hostages. The cultists are surrounding it in a circle, worshiping it.
How many hostages?
It's hard to count in the dark. Probably 6 to 12.
Okay, that's maybe a little too many.
If this would be a good way to use a fate point for an environmental advantage.
I was just thinking, we still have that bag of napalm grenades.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So-
assorted grenades, but yeah.
Yeah, assorted grenades.
Mm-hmm. The first time you invoke it's free. You haven't used it yet. Yeah, you do have a bag of grenades.
Yep. But 6 to 12 people, a little too much collateral damage.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably fucking split. Did I get any of the swag?
No.
Damn.
You were gazing into it, and then you were pulled back, and then you breathed in the antifungal spray, and you coughed a bit, and you're like, "What the hell just happened to me?"
Damn.
Yeah, it's been an intense.
Humiliating.
Yeah, but there, as GM, I will say, yeah, if somebody spends a fate point, there can be an environmental advantage.
Fuck it, I'll spend a fate point.
Oh, baby.
Well, this is a fitness center, and they have actually a really good exhaust system to keep the air flowing. Really good ventilation system, and the button is just right over there. So, I will say, yeah, if you hit the button, you can and plus with your fungal spray, you can reduce the booster chimera's effectiveness, and those grenades can also be flash grenades. And if you deal with the mob of cultists, then you can free the hostages. Or you can run.
I kind of want to
itself
fucking
is
deal
here,
with this
right?
situation.
Sorry, what?
Booster itself is here, right?
The moose is here. Yeah, the center of the cult.
Right, I hit the button.
We should do something to take care of Booster, because Booster is gonna be a problem.
Yeah, we should
for
deal with
sure.
the situation.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I guess this is going to be combat. Because you spent the fate point off, I'll let you run over and hit the button. A bunch of fans kick in, and some windows.
Sorry, what noise did they make? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I feel immersed. Thank you.
Thank you. This is a top tier podcast because of our immersion and world building. So and some windows started. Well, you also realized all the out walls of this room. This is the open gym. They were glass. So if you shoot or break open the glass, it would also speed up the dispersion of the fungal spores, the spore cloud. But yeah, well, you all have an advantage. The cultists are going to spend this action just getting up and preparing for fighting. So, Aava, you can act. You just hit a button. You can still do something else. I'm just going to treat the cultists as one big mob. So basically, you're dealing with two big foes: the booster chimera and a mob of accelerator cultists.
All right, so now that we've got some airflow and a plan, I'm sure this won't go poorly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of those cans of antifungal spray and poke a nice hole in it and just huck it into the middle of the room.
Okay.
Just
Nice.
right into the cultists as it starts to just spray everywhere because it's a pressurized can.
Okay, yeah. So you're there's two foes, so you're targeting the cultists with that, not the
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I would say that go ahead and roll athletics to get the throw.
That's a +2.
Okay. So you have two advantages now. One is antifungal cloud around you. And now you have another advantage is sprayed cultist, so you can invoke that, or anyone can invoke that for +2. So that's an advantage over the cultist. So Felicia, what's up?
God, I really don't want to touch Booster. We gotta do something to get Booster.
Mm-hmm.
So do we have more charges on the grenade satchel?
Yeah, we haven't used it at all yet.
Yeah, the first time you use it, it's free, and you can specify what kind of grenade it is. After that, it'll cost fate points. Basically, it'll cost fate points to use. And actually, I'll say the first and the last time you can use it for free. And obviously, so Yeah, you can just say it's empty and use it one more time once you run out of fate points.
What if I get what if I get like one of those really disgusting war crime incendiary grenades?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've played the Resident Evil, and the easiest way to kill a boss is to turn up your game's refresh rate to incredibly high values, so that the fire ticks on every frame. So yeah, what if I just get a grenade from one of my friends and go put it into booster?
Load it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you can do that.
All right.
So this is your
You
first
want me to
invocation.
roll?
That would be athletics to gotta hit it.
Oh well, that's easy. That's like a 5.
All right. So the cultists activate their one of their special abilities, which is protect your god.
Damn it!
So one of the cultists jumps in front of it and burns alive.
Jesus.
Yeah. So all of you give me a will check. This is going to be just one stress. So,
no big deal. No big deal at all.
I guess it's 2.
Yeah, you just need to get a positive score and you'll be fine. But the cultists take damage instead. The cultists take 3 stress. All right. Let's see here. So, So, Indy, what'd you roll?
-1.
-1. You don't have any points in will.
I don't. I'm foolish.
So that's going to be a point of composure stress unless you take a mild consequence.
I'll take a point of composure stress.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you took a moderate already, so yeah, you still get $2. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's seeing someone just ignite like that.
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't think about it.
I think the worst part is that they don't scream because they're still plugged into the like the hive mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the really messed up part.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you've damaged the cultists. You've inflicted stress on them. But yeah, there's still some of them left. And let's see here. I think Indy, you're the last to go.
All right. So how? I assume that the hostages are between. So okay, it's me, accelerators, hostages, booster, right?
Oh yeah. So to explain more about the room, all of your eyes have adjusted to the dark now. You can see there's a bunch of gym equipment that's been pushed to the outer walls, so like exercise bikes and weight machines, that kind of stuff. In the center of the room is the booster chimera, big fungal moose. Around it, tied up, are 6 to 12 hostages. It's hard to count so many and in a circle. And then there's a larger circle, more spread out. Now it's actually like forming into a line as the cultists are approaching you. So does that everybody get a mental picture? And you're all at the far end of the room. In a little like sort of alcove where the stairs come up and there's like light switches and controls for the HVAC and stuff like that. So So in order to get through, the cultists, the hostages are sitting, the cultists are standing between you and the booster, and the booster's behind.
Would it be possible? So, all right, I don't know if Indy is the center of attention now, what with Aava and Felicia having thrown two grenades of different types. Would it be possible to sort of dip back into the shadows to try and weave around the cultists to start getting some of the hostages out so we can like free up our how sicko mode we can go?
Yeah. You can definitely, it would definitely be athletics, not stealth, but yeah, you can definitely do that.
All right, yeah. He's athletic. Oh, baby!
Damn.
That's a 4 plus a 3, so that's a 7, baby.
Damn. All right.
Hell yeah.
Get
so
fucked.
you get to the hostages easily. The cultists, you realize, are still like vigilant and really focused on protecting the booster chimera, so they're not as focused on the hostages. Now the problem is there's too many hostages for you to move in one round. What you could do, you realize, is lure the booster and if you want to the other side of the room, like the far end, the opposite end of the room. So like it's a big enough area that you could, if you can get the booster chimera away from the hostages, you could lure it away. So you could, and with that level of success, you could do it this round. Basically, you could matador it, like get behind it and be like, "Haha, fuck you, I'm behind you." And the booster chimera is still a moose, and it's pissed at you. It really fucking wants to charge you. So,
oh hell yeah, fuck the moose.
All right, so all right, we'll go into round 2. We're starting with that. The booster chimera is charging you. It lowers its antlers, it is going to charge you, and it is a big beefy boy with a very high fight score. But yeah, you do have at least one advantage from your antifungal
7 athletics.
Yeah, well, that was just to get in that position. It's going to be away from the hostages regardless of what happens. It is definitely charging at you. So you've definitely already succeeded that. But now the question is, are you going to get gored by the fucking booster chimera? So I will. Yeah, I'll say you do have a +2 to your fight check to dodge out of the way. Well, if you want to fight back, or you could just focus on dodging and athletics it.
I can't think of something I want to do less than fight a giant moldy moose. So what is that? You said a fight?
Yeah, you can use athletics or fight.
I'll use athletics,
which
I spelled. I'm just now realizing, like 5 or 6 episodes in, that I spelt as athletics on my character sheet. God bless mental illness. So that's gonna be a 5.
All right, with that, you do beat it. It only got a 4. It tries to gore you, but you dodge out of the way. And now it's far away from the hostages and the cultists. They're now split. Half of them are facing down Aava and Felicia, and half of them are now looking at you, Indy. So you got that going, but it's a whole mob, so they can afford to do that. They will be going last this round. So, but because you used athletics, that's your full turn, Indy. You were just, oh shit.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You do realize that it doesn't have nearly as much space to charge now, so you don't know what
it's good.
going to do. Yeah, it could probably. I mean, it could kick at you though.
So Mises.
Yep. Felicia, what do you want to do?
I gotta fight this moose. I gotta get another grenade, and I gotta fight this moose. I gotta get closer. So I think what I want to do is I want to spend my round getting like really really close to booster, which I know is dangerous, but I can't miss with this next grenade. We gotta set this moose on fire.
Okay, athletics. If you yeah.
Oh well, just roll a 6. That's my strategy.
Yeah, just roll incredibly well, and
just roll well every time. That for people at home. It's
some NFL dodging the defense, like you're weaving between the defensive line of the cultists, and then you just do a power slide under the booster, so you're right underneath it. So next round you'll get a +2 on your attack roll.
I'm gonna kill so many other Cointractors that whenever they capture me, I'm gonna sell so well to a foreign government.
That's true. And then let's see here. Aava, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna shotgun some cultists.
That's probably a good idea. Go ahead and roll shoot.
That's a 0.
All right. Shotgun, you're very excited and like, and shotguns have a lot of recoil, it turns out. So that ceiling tile definitely learned its lesson though. now the cultists are going to go, and they are going to attack all of you because there's a mob of them, and some of them are grabbing hand weights and chucking them. Some of them are lunging at you. They're all going to go, so they get to attack all of you.
Gamers, that is decidedly not Pog.
Yeah, gamers. For those of you listening at home.
Let's see here. So that's going to be a 4. And let's see here. Aava, you can it's a range attack against you, so you can make athletics or physique to tank it. All
right.
If you use physique, you won't have to give up your next action because you're just letting your cyborg parts, block it basically.
Oh, that is a 3 on physique.
All right, so you take 1 physical stress as a hand weight bruises you somewhere. So that hurts. Let's see, Felicia. This is going to have to be a fight check. As they are trying to they're just like lashing out at you.
So that's just a 1 for me.
So that's gonna be 3 physical stress.
Okay, I got all my boxes, so this is easy.
All right, so you still
box.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So yeah, you get punched and kicked you did take some punches and kicks as you went through the defensive line, but and Indy, they let's see here, are also throwing things at you, so you can use physique or athletics to dodge again.
Definitely athletics.
Okay.
Oh God. Okay.
You do have 2 advantages. Well, let's see. With the 1, so you take 3 physical stress.
Fuck that. No, I'm gonna dodge that shit.
Okay. Yeah, you can use the sprayed cultists. That'll give you +2 to your roll, so that'll negate. You only take 1 stress then.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Let's do that.
All right. So sprayed cultists. That they check things at you, but their vision was affected by the antifungal spray, so they missed. Some of their shots missed. So. New round. Let's see here. We'll start with again Indy and Booster. The Booster is going to kick at you. So this is also another fight check. This won't. Yeah. Well, it's not going to do as much damage as the gore if it connects. So. Let's see how it rolls first. Still at a +4 though. It's a big beefy boy. So that's a 5. So you can dodge that with athletics.
Oh Lord, heaven help me! Can I dodge that with athletics?
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be a 4, and they'll spend a fate point.
All right. So yeah, you manage to duck out of the way as its leg knocks over an exercise bike. Bending it in half practically. So good job on not getting your skull crushed.
Hope that my wonderful teammates take advantage of my sacrifice.
Well, Felicia, you're right underneath the thing. So what type of grenade? You need to spend a fate point to throw a grenade. Or you can make it the last grenade and it's free. So
no, I'll spend a point. I'll spend a fate point.
Okay, what type of grenade is it? Another incendiary?
It's another one of those. Another war crime incendiary. More women, more crime. It's another incendiary grenade for sure.
All right. You get a +2 on this athletics check. This is also more if you ooh.
I only have so many fate points, but I think I'm gonna burn a fate point to reroll that because I've got that like target lock training thing. So that's slightly better. So with the +2 and with my other thing, I think that makes it a 5.
Okay, yeah, with a 5. Do you want to spend that advantage?
Yeah, I want to spend that advantage to make sure that I get in there and nuke this thing.
All right, so it will get a physique check because it can't dodge it, but it can try and tank it. So it gets a 4. So you can inflict 3 stress on it. But fire is its weakness, unsurprisingly. So it's going to panic for the next round as it does catch on fire. So yeah. Good job. And the cultists are immediately going to freak out and lose their turn as they try and put the fire out. So yeah, no one has to worry about the cultists attacking them.
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I think Aava, you're the only one left.
Well, since the cultists are very obviously distracted, I'm going to start untying hostages.
All right. Yeah, you'll free one at least automatically. You can give me athletics check to see how many more you can get.
All right, so that's a dead even roll. What's my athletics? So that's a 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's more about speed. You with your cybernetic strength, you can easily rip the ropes out, but like how quickly can you get to each one?
Yeah. That's a 2 on athletics.
Okay, 2. All right, so you get 2 more. So you got 3. You can see there are 7 more. Yeah. They start stumbling away, heading to the stairs. Let's see here. So, new round. Both bad guys are stunned as they are trying to put the fire out. Let's see how much the fire does. It's just going to do a flat 5, -3. So it does another 2 stress to the booster chimera. So, Indy, you can do something now. The moose isn't trying.
I can.
Yeah.
So where's Felicia? Is Felicia like
Felicia rolled away? Like
yeah.
So she barely got away. Barely got out of the grenade's radius before it went off. It was very tight timing of pulling the pin, waiting just a second, and then throwing it up and rolling out of the way. But somehow Felicia had that timing down perfectly.
Somehow
that's weird.
I'm still alive.
Exactly.
All right, so I think I'm going to try and help Aava expedite this hostage freeing process, if possible.
Yeah, athletics.
Dice parser. Oh, baby, that's a 5.
Okay. Now they're tied up with a rope. Do you have anything to cut rope easily?
Yeah, I think Indy just has like a pocket knife.
Okay. So you don't have the cyborg string, so you can't do it, but you get another 2 hostages.
Hell yes.
So there's 5 left. And Felicia, what do you want to do?
Well, I broke my sashimi knife, my what do you call that? A detunifier. So I have the grenades. Is there anything I have that I can like attack booster with while it's panicked?
Well, I mentioned this kind of things that are in here. It is a gym. So there's like for free, I'll say there is like a bar.
What if I grab one of the big weight bars or like one of those like 50 kg things and just slam its head with it?
Yeah. Then give me a fight check.
Yeah, I can do this. 5. Yeah, my strategy is just to roll high numbers whenever possible.
Yeah, no shit. Let's see. Yeah, that's another 2 stress to it. So let's see here. That is going.
It's already a 2 and a 3. So if it has a 4, that has to go in the 4, right?
Mm-hmm. It does have to go in the 4.
Oh boy.
It is a tanky boy though. But yeah, it is not.
Yeah, I'm sure it has quite a few stress boxes.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, it is definitely taking a beating. So
we need to get rid of it now. We can't let it run away for sure.
Yeah.
And then Aava, do you want to give me another athletics check to see how many more hostages you get? Actually, or if you can give me a rapport or a provoke check, you can yell at the hostages to free the other ones, and then focus on and do something else this round.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think what I'm gonna do is make that fire worse, but
yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah,
do the fire.
I think, as I recall, I picked up a 6-pack of those antifungal sprays, and I've still got a few left.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And those sure are flammable if you poke a hole in them and toss them in a fire.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to do that.
All right, give me an athletics check. Now, this will be opposed by the cultists because they are trying to protect the booster.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so my athletics is 2, and that's so it's a 1.
Okay. Cultists have a +2, so they get a 3. So
I'm gonna spend a fate point on cyber. Does ties go to defenders or attackers?
Defenders. So you'd have to. Someone else would have to throw in a fate. Well, no, nobody else is available to. Yeah.
Can I spend 2 fate points?
You had 2 aspects that would somehow tie into this.
So was the temporary aspect used, or did we just use the free invocation?
You used sprayed cultist for sure. I think, and then Felicia used the other one on the attack roll. So both of them.
Okay. No,
so yeah, you had 2 fate points left, and 2. You only have 1 fate point left.
I have 2 left, but I can't think of a good way to use any of my other.
Okay.
Because that was going to be expensive cyberware to just throw it better, but
yeah, that would work. And if you had one,
I can't think of another one to use.
All right. Yeah. So the cultist one of them manages to just jump and block the fungal bottle. They've seen it before. They know what to expect. So they do put out the fire. There's enough of them to do that. And so it's a new round. Let's see here. The booster is going to go first. And it is very wounded, and it does not like this. It is still an animal, so it is going to use physique to run through the window, and just get some distance between all of you. It does go through the window. It doesn't get too far, but it is a running away. The cultists will get interrupt actions if you try and hurt the booster. Otherwise, they'll attack at the end of the round. So let's see here. Indy, what do you want to do? Indy?
Sorry, I'm exhaling my thoughts because I'm thinking about if I want to try and chase that fucking thing.
I want to chase that fucking thing.
Can you set something up so that I can hamstring it? Because I can run it down.
How do you mean set something up to hamstring it?
I don't know. Can you come up with a plan to literally hamstring it? Do you got an item or something you can give me, or something you can grab from the environment?
Yeah, you could try and do something to create an advantage to set something up.
Okay. So, all right. I don't know about hamstringing, but you could garrote it. So here's what we're gonna do. A lot of these exercise equipments come with this super high tension wire built into them, so that they can lift and pull the weights and shit.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Right.
So, and the fucking booster's been kicking that shit all around.
Mm-hmm.
So, can I spend a fate point to grab the wire out of a mangle of exercise equipment and toss it to Felicia?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there happens to be some conveniently mangled in just a way that'll be useful as a garrote. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, that will give if Felicia makes a successful fight check against it. Once she catches up, she'll first have to catch up to it.
Right.
And then she'll just be a single fight check to bring it down. She'll just have to win an opposed check. So yeah. You have a weapon now. But yeah, finding that's your action.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Aava, what do you want to do? We'll do Felicia last then. So you can try and set something up. Or we'll do Felicia next, so yeah. I mean, the easiest sort of teamwork thing would be literally cupping your hands together so Felicia can get a boost and jump over the cultists.
Hell yeah. I've got a cyberware for that too. So
yeah, you can just give me a physique check, and if you
a physique check to throw the cat girl.
Yeah, basically.
Everybody loves the fastball special.
That's a 5.
Yeah. All right, so you definitely have an advantage on an athletics check.
Damn. Why y'all so strong?
So if you get a positive score, you'll catch up to it next round. If you get a 3 or better on an athletics check, you'll catch up this round, and you can make a fight check to try and Garrett it.
Okay, 3 or better on athletics check. Is it my turn? Should I be rolling?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. -1. That'd be 2.
Okay.
So I could spend my last fate point.
You have a free advantage, don't you? Because I threw you.
Oh yeah, did you put that into?
Oh, is that for the athletic? No, I didn't put that. I didn't put that. No,
yeah, that's for the athletics.
Then I get a 5 for sure.
Well, no, a 3. Well, no, if you got a 1, the advantage will give you a 2 or a +2, so a 3.
Sorry, it'll be 4. So I was at a 2. It's 4.
Okay,
we can all do math here.
We can
collectively.
I'm an English major. I have an excuse.
We can do math.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gay. I can't do math.
All right. So yeah, with a 4, you can catch up. Give me this one. Opposed fight check.
Okay.
It has a +4 in its fight.
So that'll be 4 for me. And then the advantage is to actually garrote it, right? I don't get a bonus to the attack.
No, the garrote just lets you make a one shot, like you'll take it down.
Okay. So I think I can spend my last fate point on my killer cat girl instincts to beat it. Because if it's got a 4, then we'll tie. So I need to get that +2.
Okay. So now it's not dead instantly. It's like you've stopped it. The booster can no longer fight. So basically you have to choke it a little longer to kill it. So and obviously the now the cultists are all going to attack you. So they are enraged at you, threatening, hurting their god, killing their god, strangling their god. So their other ability is they get an additional +2 when you hurt their god. So this is going to be
just like Yu-Gi-Oh! I should have read the card text.
Enemies have special stunts as well. So so there's gonna be a +5 on their fight against you. But they only get a 2.
Damn.
Now the thing is, if you dodge, if you use athletics or dodge, that means you're letting go of the garrote to either jump away or fight back. You can use physique and hold on to tank that.
No, yeah, I'm gonna use all of my cat girl super strength to hold on while they try to pull me off of the.
Okay.
Oh yeah, actually that's not bad. That's a 4.
All right, yeah, you tank the damage as they're beginning to catch up to you. As you hold on, the booster actually does not make a sound, but its body is shuddering. So this will be the last round of the fight, one way or the other.
Fuck.
Yeah. So, who has the grenades, by the way? Oh, it's you. Yeah.
I think I have them right now.
Yeah. Because
I grabbed them so I could go do shenaniganry.
So Indy and Aava will go first, and then the cultists and Felicia will go at the same time. Let's see here. Indy, what do you want to do? You're basically the fight has gone outside. It's right outside on the grass lawn. All the cultists are beginning to swarm over Felicia as Felicia is holding on to strangle the booster to death. And the booster is on the ground shuddering. So you're in the gym watching this happen.
Jesus.
It's gotten out of hand.
Of the movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to fucking what's her face and be like, "You getting this on tape?"
Yeah, Claire's there. She's wearing she's holding a cloth up to her face, a handkerchief, and while recording it on her phone.
All right, yeah. So, if the hostages aren't in, danger of getting converted or getting accelerated, then I'm gonna try and make my way out to assist Felicia.
Okay, how do you want to assist?
Just picking off his cultists as
okay. You can make a fight to give Felicia an advantage then.
All right. So
just roll fight to be like grabbing them and pulling them off and that kind of thing.
Yeah, just appearing from behind the ganking. All right. So that will be a 2.
Okay. Yeah, Felicia, you now have an advantage. Indy is pulling some of them off and kicking them from the back and knocking them down and things like that. So, yeah. So you have a +2 on your fight check. We'll see what it is. What their last ploy is. Aava, what do you want to do?
All right, I am gonna yell to Bowie, untie the last of the hostages.
All right, Bowie immediately starts doing that. Yeah.
And then I am going to go outside and just spray down the entire area with a antifungal spray, just directly.
All right, athletics check.
Don't fail it because you'll just spray yourself in the face.
What I'm gonna do?
Oh, do you want a fate point?
I was about to spend a fate point, but what are you offering?
I mean, I think what Bridget just suggested would be really funny. So, yeah.
Right, so I will spend a fate point to resist that, and then I will also spend a fate point on extremely expensive cyberware to make this a 4 instead of a 2.
Okay. You have another advantage, Felicia. As the fungal spray hits them, and also hits the booster chimera, and breathing as it gasps for breath. That's not good for it. So here's what it was going down. They're beginning to swarm you. Indy's starting to pull them off. The fungal spray is weakening them. They were not prepared for a long fight anyway, but they've seen you use grenades, and you have that bag of grenades on you.
Oh God!
They are one of us like, no, death to infidels, and reaches for the bag of grenades. And start pulling pin. So basically, this is going to be a post-fight check. If you can make the fight check, you'll succeed and kick them off. And you'll manage to kill the booster chimera. If not, the grenades go off before you can and you don't know what grenade they're reaching, so yeah,
it could be anything. It could even be a grenade.
It could be any so oof. Well,
all right, so I'm at 1 plus whatever bonuses I get, because
you had 2 advantages. You actually get a +4 for that, so you get a 5.
Okay, so I'm at 5.
So which is really good because they got a 4.
Yeah.
So if that had gone 1 point differently, it would be a very, very different outcome. But you managed to kick them away from your bag of grenades, and the booster chimera stops shuddering and lies still. And the cultists all slump over simultaneously. They've lost their will to fight, to live. They are going catatonic. Yeah. You won! Yay!
If my weird moose god died, I would simply cope.
Well, coping takes time. The immediate shock kind of sucks. But yeah. Yeah.
Did they lose their hive mind suddenly? That's gotta be weird.
Right? Oh. Hey, Indy. You should probably call that lawyer chick.
Oh, you're so fucking right. I'm gonna get on her ass.
Yeah, how much money can we get for the body of the defeated booster?
Oh, okay. Yeah, hold on. Let me just. All right. Everybody.
This is really gross. It's like all like burned and slimy and stuff.
I know. Everybody, huddle up. Come on. How do I get this thing in fucking selfie mode? Hey, Aava, how do you switch this camera around for me?
All right, hang on.
You gotta twist your wrist really fast.
I take the phone from her, switch the camera into selfie mode, and hit call on whoever that fucking lawyer was. I don't remember her name. Rachel?
Yeah.
Rachel or something? The twins or whatever?
Yep, the twins. So yeah. The twins, are lawyers for Roger and Rachel are lawyers for Cointract, and they're trying to do damage control. So it's like Roger actually answers this time. It's like, yes, hello. Oh, what?
Hey, it's your favorite person in the whole damn world here. And the best.
Yes, Miss Drop Table.
That's right. It's a shame you remember my name. Anyway, so how's that buddy of yours doing? That some lieutenant, sergeant guy or whatever his name was, Jackson.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure you don't know what you're talking about either. All right. So here's the deal. I know your buddy done fucked. I know this guy that you hired paid the big bucks to get your whole problem taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
I know he did not take care of that problem. And you want to know how I know?
How?
Because I took care of your fucking problem. Gonna hold the camera up.
Oh my, yes. Well, that is that is quite good to see.
I'm sure it is. But see, here's the thing.
Yes.
Still kicking. Just a little bit. And I know you folks. I know that if I did the job and then asked for payment, you'd find that your pocketbooks are running a little bit short. Ain't that right, Roger and Rachel? Hey. All right, so here's the deal. You can pay me for a job well done, and we'll make sure it kicks the bucket. You don't pay me for a job well done, well, we might just turn a blind eye. We're pretty busy after all.
Yes, I see. Well, we would like to thank you. Yes, obviously we will pay you, but let's not discuss this over the phone. Let's discuss this in person. It looks like are you at the neighborhood? That's what it looks like because there's a mowed lawn.
Hereabouts.
We're at Crocs, the resort, which is not too far. Now we have established a secure zone there, a green zone. But we can tell the perimeter security to let you in, and we'd love to discuss this with you in person.
Person.
Yes, no, we actually have more employment lined up for you if you're interested, even better paid. So we can roll in your reward for this job in with a even more lucrative opportunity for you.
What do you say, girls? Are we interested?
I mean, I'm sure we can find somebody else to pay us better if this isn't working out,
You will not find a more reliable paycheck than us. You can come to the Crocs and see. You'll have safe passage in there. Now, I assume this will destabilize this group. So the neighborhood is going to be. I mean, we could send someone to gather you if that's fine. But you seem like the kind of people who can get there. So
we can get there without a problem.
Great. So please get here as soon as you can, and we'll discuss your bonus for this in a very immediate offer for employment. Plus, we can give you housing, food, medical care, whatever you want.
Wow, the whole shebang, huh?
Yes.
Damn, we get benefits too. Amazing.
Yes. We're very generous to high performers, and you look like you are high performers.
Oh yeah, we got one of them high performance cat girls.
I'm sure you do. But please get here as soon as you can. It is a time sensitive task.
All right. Well, We'll start moseying on over.
Great. Thank you. And he hangs up.
All right. So what are the odds? 10-1 that they fuck us.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but I think they'll probably make us go into a burning building first, so we can probably at least go eat their stuff.
Yeah. I'm not going to say no to a free lunch.
Yeah, well, I ain't never said no to a free lunch.
So, I'm going to get on the radio with Min.
Yes?
Hey, so, the accelerators won't be a problem for you anymore.
Oh? Well,
we killed their
great.
moose.
Their moose?
Yeah. He knows that it's like a moose.
No elaboration.
She's what?
We killed their moose.
You can hear her talking to someone in Vietnamese, and she's like,
"What the fuck are they talking about? Their moose."
Then you hear the word moose. Felicia, you think she's trying to what does that word mean? She's trying to. She doesn't know what moose is. English is not her first language, but yeah,
it's like a big land mammal, but this one was full of fungus.
What? Is that their god? Is what they were talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, that's terrifying. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. You're heroes.
We try.
Kills the god, doesn't explain, leaves.
Doesn't elaborate.
All right. Yeah. There are numerous vehicles in the nearby area of the neighborhood.
So we should just go get our car back.
Okay.
Now we don't have to worry about the accelerators.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh fuck! We should go turn off the security system. Wait.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, the robots are still on.
Fucking mimics.
Yep. Well, if you you realize though, the fitness center does have a van, so you could all pile into that and make a drive check to avoid the remaining security robots.
All right, I'll do that. I can drive.
Yep. It's a big one of those 15 passenger things. Choppy rips out the back seats.
Hell yeah! Good job, Choppy.
Yeah, it chirps happily.
God, that's a 4 on drive.
All right, so yeah, there you can see some of the other one. There is a park bench that lurched out at you, and some abstract sculptures that try and grab you.
Legit, I want to kill who invented these. Fuck off.
God, the most anti-homeless architecture.
Yep, it's true.
I didn't even think about that till you said it, but yeah.
That reboot for Chopping Mall is ridiculous. But with that, it's a quick and easy drive to the resort. And there are a Cointract mercenaries at the front gate. When you drive in, they ask for you to halt. They say that one of them looks in at the one is like, yeah, there's a cat girl here. Okay, yeah, you're free to go in.
Universal symbol of no fucks given. There is a cat girl here.
Do not fuck with them.
We were told to let a vehicle in that had a cat girl, and they were like, "What?"
I just drive on.
Yeah. The resort, Crocs Resort, is, a very. How many of you have actually been there before?
Never.
Okay.
I've never been to any kind of resort.
I've probably fixed things here.
Oh yeah, I should probably post the map. I think I have the map.
Oh, you mean in real life or in the game?
In the game,
Indy's for sure worked several cons. At fucking Crocs.
Here we go. We got a map for the resort. Now that you're there. So there's a main hotel on the beach, but there's also over water suites, little nice sandals type
Very
There's an extreme sports facility on the beach, an unfinished cybernetics facility, an air pad, and a maze. But yeah, you can see actually things seem to be secure here. There are a bunch of private military contractors milling about. There's also a lot of people, civilians, looking scared, but some of them are drinking, eating, milling about. There's even, you see other chimeras, other ad zombies, implying, their trade, asking people to buy Sploink and cougar juice, and other tasty.
We let Choppy go play with them.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So Choppy jumps out and starts offering people Sploink and cougar juice.
I will give him.
Yeah.
I will give him explicit instructions to undercut his competition. Since we got all that merchandise for fucking free.
Do you think it makes the ad zombies happy to sell things? Do you think that they get enjoyment out of it?
I mean,
in the way that someone gets satisfaction from doing their job well.
Well, but they are their job. It's built into them. So it must be some sort of almost religious experience for them, right?
It definitely is.
It must be divine whenever they find their customer.
I had never considered this. That's awful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Aava, what's your lore score? What's your lore bonus? +3, +4?
My lore bonus is +2.
+2. Okay. You've heard stories about some things about the ad zombies. They're one of the more exotic types of chimera, because you don't know a lot, but you do know that it's made from slugs and sea creatures, and also an extreme amount of cybernetics. People aren't sure. It has way more AI built into its cybernetics than any other chimera. You've heard rumors that the people who made ad zombies, actually aren't really sure where their intelligence is. Is it biological, or software, or is it changing? Yeah.
That's probably nothing to be worried about.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, the people who make it don't understand them. That's
normal and good.
So the resort is pretty open, actually. The Roger and Rachel, one of their assistants comes out to you and is like, well, they would love to meet with you very soon. They are in a meeting right now.
Listen, I don't have the time. I'm kind of busy right now, so could you maybe come back in a little bit?
Well, you have an appointment in 3 hours for dinner in the penthouse suite of the main. So we would love to see you there, of course.
Can you tell them that I might need to take a rain check? Because I'm super busy and I've been taking care of everything for them.
This is not optional. If you are not at the dinner,
right. So they need my assistance, is what
they need. They need at least one your representative who speaks for the group for dinner in 3 hours at the penthouse. If you do not show up, we will consider it. We'll have to ask you to leave. All right.
Seems like you're trying to be a bit of a big and chooser there.
Well, you have a free room, you have free food, and drinks are comped on us until then.
Hey, you hear that, Felicia? Drinks are comped. All the Sploink you can drink.
Thanks.
So
I love the Sploink.
Claire tells you all she's in room 739 in the main hotel.
Stupid fucking
she is before you drive in, by the way, Claire says, don't tell anyone about the sat phone, okay? I'm sure that's going to get so I'm going to make a call as soon as I get to my room, and I'll give you all an update, so you can follow me to the room. If not, whatever. I'll find you after I get meet my editor, and we can discuss your employment, because you are all going to be due a big bonus, and I'm going to have an offer for you as well, and I think you probably, it's not just think about your futures too. Like, I think we have real potential for all of us to become like the people who break this story. Like, you could make a career out of this, like as documentarians, investigative journalists, heroes. Like you are heroes. You save people. Like, you could become like big celebrities from this too. So.
Shucks and such. But that's nice and all. But I really think that at least one of us should stick with you when we're making that phone call. I just
Sure. Yeah. I do it. All right. So who wants to go with Claire up to her room?
I was already planning on it because I wanted to use her shower.
Okay.
All
yeah.
right. Aava's going with you.
All right. That's fine. So Aava, Bowie, and Claire go up to Claire's room. Felicia, where do you want to go? Yeah, it's a resort. There's a lot of people here. You can look around. You can see the ship is in dock, the Bonnie Allison, the ship that brought you in. It's Cointract Island. Let's see here.
I'm sure. I'm glad that's still afloat.
Mm-hmm. So, because remember, in 2 days, the Hathor is going to launch a rocket or try to.
Wait, didn't we find another? Didn't we find another thing?
No, we haven't found a boat for her yet.
Okay, we said we were going to get a boat.
We have keys. We have keys for a boat. It's what's his fuck's stupid boat.
Oh,
the
yeah,
guy
you did.
Where we first encountered the stupid fucking mimic.
Mm-hmm.
We got to find a way to get that around to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it would have to be on the other shore of the island because this one is obviously they're not going to let a bunch of the mercenaries are not going to be cool with that. So that is a lead. You could try and sneak a boat out. You have to find it first. There are a lot of boats at the dock actually. The mercenaries seem to have a lot of security there. So
it's weird.
Yeah, weird. This seems to be like the one safe place on the entire island, not overrun with genetically engineered creatures.
Everybody with the guns are guarding the exit? That's so strange.
The exit, and the rich people. How strange.
Yeah.
Surely that doesn't mean anything for people getting off the island.
No, definitely not.
Okay, so I was doing that. Let's see here. Felicia, what do you want to do?
And so I want to try and I don't want to dig super hard, but I want to try and get some kind of advantage. Can I roll contacts and see if I just know the various groups of people and who's commanding them and stuff? So maybe we could get a better idea of what's going on. Oh, that's just going to go off of my contacts. So that's just a 2.
A 2? You still recognize some people. You recognize Dr. Kai Lu, who is currently eating at the restaurant. She is the head of the cybernetic clinic that was under construction, but you know that there's an underground cybernetic surgical suite already operational. She looks very tired. So there's also Indy, who is a person from your past that was a very sketchy person and definitely a smuggler and opportunist.
Levant Smith.
Levant Smith.
Just goes by Mr. Smith.
Levant Smith. What does Levant look like?
Levant looks like every car dealer you've ever seen.
Loud suit, big shit-eating grin.
Yeah, you would think he'd stand out, but by virtue of filling his roles so well, he's so forgettable. He's so forgettable. You're like, what did Levant look like? And you're recalling the fucking dealer from the BMW shop or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or from a 1980s or 90s comedy about making fun of car dealers. Yeah.
He is the guy from Big Bill Hells.
Yeah.
Big Bill Hells,
You're fucked 6 ways from Sunday.
Yeah. That's him. So Felicia, you recognize Levant Smith. You know that's scumbag. Yeah, he's obviously like chatting with people. You could tell he's working the bar. He's working some kind of angle. You're not sure what.
He always finds a way to buy really expensive drinks and then not pay for them. So we really don't like him.
Yeah. You also see the Captain Niku of the he's around. Rangi Niku. He is Samoan, and he is the captain of the Bonnie Allison. So you see those three people. With the two, that's about all you recognize. If you want to spend it, well, if you have a fate point, you could specify someone helpful in your past. But,
no, I already burned all my fate points for this session, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, that's who you recognize with just cruising around a little bit, like yeah. So you can think about what you want to do, but that takes you a little time. So Indy, what do you want to do while Felicia's looking around and Aava goes up to Claire's room?
I want to put my nose in whatever the fuck has got the twins busy right now.
Okay. So you could use contacts to ask around. You could also use rapport to sort of get gossip.
Yeah, let's do some rapport.
Okay.
I'm gonna strike up a conversation with their fucking
the assistant.
Yeah, the pencil pusher.
Okay. Yeah, the assistant is definitely like someone. She's definitely someone who believes in the hustle and grind mindset.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend a fate point to add 2 to that to make it a 2.
Okay. So let's see here. Her name is Deb. Deb Pearl. Yeah, Deb Perlman. And let's see, assistant to Roger the Twin. Okay. So Deb Perlman is actually you hey, drinks are on me. You look like you're stressed out. Hey, and
right.
And she opens up to you a bit. She mostly talks about like, how everything got chaotic. Unfortunately, the PMCs were really professional in securing this area, the green zone, or the resort, and she wants to talk about that. So what kind of but you can kind of steer the conversation a little bit. So
yeah, I'm just gonna be like, I'm kind of surprised because the twins asked me to come over on like real urgent business. I'm sure they got their hands full, but kind of what we're dealing with here is a bit of a time sensitive issue. So color me surprised, like I said, whenever I got here and they ain't got time for me. It's a little, ain't nothing of the fact that it's a little disrespectful. It just does not seem like a good time management on their part. And I know if it was up to you.
Yeah, well, I mean, they'll tell you the whole thing, but you have to realize they have to concentrate almost all of their assets, all of our personnel here, just to keep this place secure. There's so much going on this island. I mean, I'm really glad you all stopped those people, the masked people.
Debbie, careful now! You almost let slip a slur.
The what do they call it? The accelerators? Yes, yes, them. I'm glad you were able to deal with them. But like, there's more. They need people to deal with that. Like, there's things that are not top priority, but they still need people who can perform. Like,
of course. I mean, so obviously.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, think about it. Have you heard anything about the power plant? The power plant's still delivering power, but it's not otherwise responding. That's weird, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, I actually got some info on the power plant right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they will be very helpful, very interested in hearing that, because that's, I think, I don't know exactly what they have in mind for you, but I know like we have mission critical tasks, and then there are tasks that are very helpful, but like would be appropriate for a freelancer such as yourself. Like we just haven't had time to vet you, but like that's the kind of thing we're talking about. It's like nailing down those sort of things. So like I think
is that what they're doing up there right now? They're nailing down those sort of things.
Well, yeah, exactly. I think it's just like finding out some of these loose ends, like the power plant. Like it seems to be safe. Like again, they haven't cut off power. There's no smoke coming. There's no there's no explosions or from what we can observe over there. But they won't. They've locked up and they won't respond to our messages. So that's odd. So maybe they're just in a lockdown and they don't want to talk to us. But like. It would be, they may be paranoid to see people in uniforms. So maybe some civilians going there would be nice. So that's what she kind of says is, they have
a lot of nothing about the power plant.
Yeah. Well, they also that they're like undermanned to do all the things they need to do to secure the island. So they need people like that.
On them.
Yeah. So that's what you get all for that. So a little time has passed. Aava, you get out of the shower. The Claire's room is nice, but not like top luxury. But Claire is already on the phone. She's already been talking for a bit. Bowie's it's actually a double bed thing. Bowie's sleeping on the other bed. And she's like, uh-huh. Wow, really? Okay. Yeah. This is big. This is, oh my God. Oh wow.
I'm just gonna flop on the bed next to her.
Oh, heck, yeah. Yeah. No. I have that. Like, I have a team. Like, and without this team, we need. Okay. Anything? Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'll let them know. Look. Great. Yeah. Okay. Well, I should go. I don't want to be on the line too long. They might detect the signal. Okay. Bye. Okay. Great news.
Right?
Aava. Yeah. Like amazing news. Claire gets up and starts pacing. So one thing, it's made international news. The fact the entire island's been radio silent this long, like 3 days now. And they have this PR firm that's offshore that's just repeating company line about the storm downing comms. But the big news is there's a lot of rumors, there's a lot of talk about a hostile takeover of Cointract DAO. Do you know what that stands for?
No.
DAO, sorry. DAO is a distributed autonomous organization, decentralized autonomous organization. So it's all on the blockchain, and what it is people who have voting tokens get to vote on what the DAO, what this business does. Now all of the Cointract voting tokens are tied to hardware keys. So they can't be like hacked or stolen, because that's happened so much. So whoever physically owns the hardware keys, now here's the story, is they think if they can get control of the hardware keys, they could vote to transfer all data, intellectual property owned by Cointract to whatever organization they wanted. So yeah, big, because people haven't realized just how advanced this biotech is. Like, I had no idea they had things like that, the maw, or like that booster, like that. Those are world changing. Like that is insanely advanced. But the board of directors and the CEO are at the tower, the VIP tower, on the northeast side of the island, before comms are lost. Now, my editor knows that the penthouse is heavily secured, and it's like total lockdown. There's a nightclub on the ground floor, but like the top floor of the penthouse should be safe unless someone sabotaged it or they breach it. And that's where the hardware keys are for sure. So internationally, U.S. and China are both monitoring the situation, and they both have ships offshore. But they're neither wants to commit because, hey, two armed nations like that going into a hostile combat zone, that could turn into a shooting situation real quick. And nuclear powers don't want to do that, right? So and they also don't realize quite how advanced the biotech is, but that could change any day now. So this is like the story of the century. We have to, like, I need to get to that tower and see what's going on. And the more footage I have, I need to get some more cameras and some more equipment. Like, this is it. This is your payday. Like, we'll all be millionaires after this. We cover this story. We make, we do a whole Netflix series about it. We get interviewed. We write books. We sell the movie rights. We'll be experts on this stuff for the rest of our lives. We can make plus look at you. There's very few people with like, I didn't know, like, honestly, that like the stuff that you've done, you could become an action hero. Like, you could go into, like, I don't know if you thought about being like, an action star or a wrestler or whatever, but you've got the moves for it. And Felicia, like, wow, star potential. I'm just saying, like, you've got like this, we could be huge. We need to get to that tower. And we need to see what happens, because
for sure.
I think there's something weird going on, and this is it. So
only something, huh?
Well, I mean, what's going on? Like, but like, the twins can't know about me, and that we're,
absolutely not.
Yeah. Or like, what I'm really here. I'm just here as a tourist. I was just here to do some medical, medical tourism, get some light cybernetic implants. And I actually was going to get my pinky replaced, but like, well, that can't do that now. I need to cover the story. I can't be under the knife. Maybe later, but
understandable.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, we should tell the others.
Yeah, absolutely. So I will text. And this entire time, Aava has just been like nodding along, maybe not entirely getting what she's talking about.
Did she successfully butter you up?
Maybe. So I'm just gonna text Indy and
Felicia,
thank you. I'm sorry, Bridget. I can't believe I forgot
so
your
memorable.
I'm sorry. It's been a minute. So yeah, I'm gonna text Indy and Felicia and be like, "Hey, come up to the room." Because
all right.
Obviously, I don't want to commit any of this to text.
All right.
Yeah.
Claire does have some bug detecting equipment that she did first, because she's
paranoid. Oh, thank God, because I forgot about that.
Yeah. She wanted to make sure that no one would know about the sat phone, or that the sat phone wasn't tapped or anything like that. Yeah. So you two get up into the room. Claire basically gives you the same spiel. Very excited. How do you feel about that offer being made into getting rich and famous?
Prospect is exciting.
I'm in it for the rich part. I don't know if I care for the famous part.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can just sell your rights and like make a fortune and like use the money and live in a mansion and fuck off or go somewhere else or whatever. But like, you don't have to like do the whole thing. But like, I mean, just the story rights alone to this are going to be worth millions.
Yeah,
I do want to retire comfortably in a manner in which I wish to become accustomed.
Yeah. So
it does sound like a very nice payday.
Yeah. But obviously we can't like waste time doing errands for well, it depends on where they want to send you. Like if it's like we got to find, like, I feel like once we get the tower, that's going to be the story of the century. But I don't know. I need to get there, but obviously I have to. You're my security. You're the only people I trust here. So I need your help. And if you think we have to do this job so that they don't suspect us of being, journalists, then we have to do that. Yeah.
So on top of that, which is a very good point, I'm glad you brought it up, Miss Journalist. We do have a couple, shall we say, pressing matters that may or may not involve the destruction of the planet, shall we say.
Oh, right. Yeah, you mentioned Hathor. Yeah. Probably a good idea. And we can leave that part of the story out. Like, we don't have to reveal what happens to Hathor. Yeah. I'm fine for that's protecting the source, really. So yeah, that's fine. So yeah, I need to get to the tower, but you're the people I trust to actually get me there. So I'll be here to document everything as long as you protect me. But if you think whatever way you think is going to get us there safely, I think that's it. So yeah. Okay. Great.
Yeah. All right. So I definitely want to have some sort of fucking contract for this shit written up because I am not.
Oh yeah. I got them. Here. Well, we don't.
I'm gonna need some time to read this over. All right.
Okay. Here. I'll. You can read on my laptop if you want.
You were a little too giddy about all of this. It's putting me on edge here.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. It's just my entire life and career I've been trying. This is.
Oh, I know. I've been there. Trust me.
Okay.
Look where that got me. Indy points to.
Well, I mean, I'd love to get your life story down if you'd want to do that. I feel like
no.
Okay, all right. So, I don't know where you're coming from because you didn't tell me. No, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little excited, but I think you three are just monster slaying, hostage rescuing badasses.
I'm just a fucking divorced woman in debt. Leave me alone.
Okay, but I know, but I just
wait. You were married?
Yeah, I was married twice.
Wait, really?
Oh,
yeah, I have kids.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I mean she has mentioned that. I wasn't sure.
I have mentioned that. Thank you.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were telling the truth or not. I to be honest, you.
No, yeah.
How old are they?
Sure, that's a clever trick you got there, Miss Journalist.
Okay. Do you have photos of them?
Again, no.
Okay. All right. You're right. All right. Okay. That's you're right. You're not the story. The island is the story, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get the story. So
I do have photos though, Felicia. Aava, you want to see?
Yeah, I want to see.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, look, here you go.
But not Claire, not me.
No, sorry, you're a journalist. I don't trust journalists.
Okay. What do the kids look like, Indy?
They look a lot like Indy. They look basically like Girl Columbo.
Girl Columbo.
Yep.
How old do they look?
There's one which is definitely like approaching 20.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is another one that's like 10-ish.
Okay.
They look like they know a lot of crimes.
Where's the photo taken? Are you in it as well?
I'm in the first one, which is the older kid. I'm not in the second one.
Okay.
Yeah. This makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, so the plot threads that are dealing with Hathor, getting Hathor off the island so she doesn't launch a rocket and cause World War III.
Yeah.
And or destroy the world. One way or the other. There's also Vanessa, who's planning a heist somewhere, and the person you may or may not have on the inside. And trying to hook up with her, and then of course the Roger and Rachel, which will, and then of course just the fate of the island itself at the tower. So just a few things to deal with. So yeah,
I still have to find my fucking boss.
Yeah, and your boss at the power plant. It seems like you know where Roger and Rachel want to send you to check out. And you may want to stay on their good side so they don't use all their mercenaries to capture you or something. So yeah, just a couple of things to juggle. I think we'll stop here. This is a good stopping point for tonight's session. But this is a major milestone. You did it. We'll deal with that off screen, but you have achieved that, so that's like a point of refresh, I believe, and another skill point. In the next session of this campaign, you'll be at the resort figuring out what your next move is, and we'll go from there. But of course, we'll be doing the prequel next in terms of actual running the session. So, question, comments, suggestions. Y'all have fun.
I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Love to deal with two potential world-ending threats in a couple hours.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I guess the snake isn't really world-ending.
No, it's just a big old hungry monster. It just eats people.
The
booster chimera would have been real bad if they got off. Yeah. Would have been real bad if that got off the island somehow. They were making, actually at the security center, they were making fungal grenades, which they were planning to assault the worker center at night by using fungal grenades and just capture everybody that way. So that
would have been real effective. I'm glad we did not have to deal with that.
Sucked.
But if you got in the security office and snuck in successfully, you could have like turned the robots against them, and they would have run away. But you really dealt with them effectively. So yay, good job. That's it for episode 9. Thank you all for listening, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.